Hello, call me Balo here, and I'm gonna be blind reacting to more Grady Judd videos, so let's roll
There's
tape.
a fella that should have been on a ghost stroll instead of violating the law. So there is a Dodge Nitro on the side of the road with the red and blue lights flashing.
Pretty nice looking car.
One of our nice deputies says, well, let me go help this law enforcement officer. And so he pulls up and he said, well, my car is broken down. We asked for some identification. We soon found that the license plate that was on it was not registered to the vehicle. And then we saw a U.S. Marshal's kind of plate tag container. And we asked the guy, are you in law enforcement? He said, oh yeah, I'm a U.S. Marshal. Well, I'm a semi-retired U.S. Marshal. And then we said, retired or semi-retired or full-time? Because he said all three in the matter of the conversation.
That's when you know they're BS.
So our deputies said to themselves,
multiple stories.
This doesn't add up. So we arrested Timothy Conrad, who's 59. He's from Winter Haven.
Guess Mr. Conrad is now a convict.
That he was a U.S. Marshal. He presented a badge. He said, well, a guy by the name of Booth gave me that badge 29 years ago. Well, I remember a guy by the name of John Wilkes Booth that shot and killed President Lincoln. He wasn't a U.S. Marshal either.
Nope.
So I don't know if it was one of his relatives that gave the dude the badge. So we took his badge. We took some other identification that said he was a fugitive apprehension specialist or something, and we put him in jail. Now I want you to think about this for a minute. He's not a U.S. Marshal. He's not a retired U.S. Marshal. He's not a semi-retired U.S. Marshal. But he is a jailbird. Have a good day. Julianne Demko. She's 33. So our sergeant is patrolling in the parking lot of Target up in Davenport. And one of the loss prevention guys says, hey, you want to hang out here for a minute? Sergeant said, sure, why? He said, well, somebody's fixing to come out with stuff they're stealing. We've been watching them and they're just stealing away. So sure enough, this lady comes out and they take her into custody. And she has been scanning her items to buy. And when we discovered that she didn't scan them all, she said, oh, it was a mistake. 24 times it was a mistake. Yeah, that's right. All kinds of detergent and cleaning supplies.
Dang,
and the thing she paid for, she paid for with an EBT card. So let me get this right. The federal government gave you an EBT card that we paid for with our hardworking tax money, and then you show up there with your EBT card and steal stuff. Huh.
That makes no sense to me.
We took her to jail where she belonged. And she doesn't need those cleaning things because if she becomes a trustee, we have our own cleaning materials in the county jail.
Yep, I guess
I want you to imagine you're driving down the interstate, whatever interstate's near your house. In our world, it's Interstate 4. Now, when you're driving down the interstate, don't you always wear a mask and gloves? Just thinking out loud, you know. Well, these goober smoochers do. That's right. Let me introduce you to Bertrell Walker, he's 21. And to DeAndre Walker, who's 16. And to Schuler Barry Austin, who's 19. That's right. Think about this for a second. These guys are in a car, not just any car, a stolen car out of Orange County, Florida, driving down the interstate wearing masks and gloves. Our deputies say to themselves, a stolen vehicle with 3 suspicious characters because they're wearing gloves and a mask.
Yeah.
So we wanted to stop them without a pursuit. So our deputies, who are the very best, they got up in traffic on Interstate 4, which is not hard to do, by the way, and created a temporary traffic jam. So as the cars came to a stop, to include the stolen vehicle with our 3 newfound friends, deputies surrounded the vehicle. We let all the traffic go back to cruising on the interstate. Most of them were speeding on the interstate. And we took these guys into custody. Ha! They were not only in possession of a stolen car, they were in possession of a stolen handgun, semi-automatic, stolen out of Orange County. In addition to that, they had burglary tools, more gloves, window punches. This is what you call criminals. Mm-hmm. Oh, they've already got criminal records, even at their young age. And now they're in the Polk County Jail. We didn't let them keep their gloves or their mask. But we gave them some orange clothes to wear.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. It's time for morning briefing with your favorite cup of coffee and mine. Look at this. Wild West Arms on Highway 27 in Dundee, Florida. Look, got me my own cup. Number 1 Sheriff Grady Judd. Well, I agree with that, whether anybody else does or not. Have a drink of coffee. Talking about things that are wild, I want to introduce you to a guy. I don't know if you remember this guy or not. His name's Tyler Mountain. Got a unique name.
Yeah.
He's 28 and he's from Auburndale. Well, let me take you back to 2023, not so long ago. Guess what? He worked for a pest and lawn control company. Well, a pest control company that sprayed lawns. That's not all he did. He did the wow thing in front of 2 separate customers, elderly customers. Yep, he exposed himself. Lewd and lascivious behavior. And we arrested him and put him in jail. Because he's got a hitch in his giddy up. Well, guess what? He's kind of at it again. This guy now moved into a mobile home park. And he would open all of his curtains and then he would parade around in his house without any clothes on.
No.
I'm told he was buck naked. Now, I've told y'all before, buck naked means you're not even wearing any socks. But in addition to that, several neighbors caught him prowling around in the neighborhood. He was walking up to a couple of folks' mobile homes and with his cell phone recording through the windows. That's right. Well, one neighbor saw him prowling around late at night, doing the same kind of thing. So the sheriff's office was called, and you know, my deputies and detectives, who are the very best, went there. And we ended up charging him with unarmed burglary, stalking, loitering, and prowling. Yep, that's right. We put him in jail. He needs to go to jail for a long time. This guy's got issues. Yep. Remember him. If you ever see him prowling around your neighborhood, he's a dangerous sort of guy. Have a good day.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.